My name is Kelvin. I go to Garfield High School and I'm part of One More Now. And here's my story. When I was 12, my mom won the lottery. But it's not the kind of lottery you're thinking of. She won the United States Green Card lottery. And so I had the chance to move here from Kenya. I'm not going to stand here in front of you and tell you that the experience was easy at all. It's probably one of the most challenging times I've ever gone through my life. Just about everything was really different. The food, the language, the people, the culture. It was really difficult to adapt to just about everything. It was hard for me to fit in the community, and especially for me as a student, it was hard to fit in school. Since I was young, I've always learned British English, and when I came here, I had a really thick British accent. And when I said anything, my new American peers had something to make fun out of it. They just didn't get it.
That's okay. Keep going. We can just edit. We can just edit then those pieces together. So just think about the next part that you want to say, and just keep going.
Oh, keep going?
Yeah, we'll just edit this part out.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry. Can I start?
You want from what? From the beginning?
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Kelvin, and I go to Garfield High School, and I'm part of One More Now. And here's my story. When I was 12, my mom won the lottery, but it's not the kind of lottery you're thinking of. She won the United States Green Card lottery, and so I had the chance to move here from Kenya. I'm not going to stand here in front of you and tell you that the experience was easy at all. It's probably one of the most challenging times I've ever gone through my life. Just about everything was really different. The language, the people, the food, the culture. It was really hard to adapt to just about everything. Especially for me, it was really hard to fit into the community. And as a student, at school, it was really difficult to fit in with other students. Since I was young, I've always learned British English. And when I came here, I had a really thick British accent. And my new American peers just didn't get it. Anytime I would open my mouth to say anything, they had something to make fun out of it. And actually, this began to shut me down. In fact, before I moved here from Kenya, I used to be quite a talker, but I guess not anymore. However, I was able to overcome some of these challenges. And as I was entering Garfield High School, I happened to receive an email from my counselor, and it contained a link to the One World Now website. And I went on the website and read the description, and it really sounded interesting to me. A program that offers Arabic, Chinese, and leadership classes. And right then, I knew I had to apply, and so I did. And really, the main reason that I decided to pursue Chinese was because it was interesting and different. And personally, I've never heard of any of my friends taking Chinese. So I thought, why not? I wanted to stand out and be different. I mean, I've always been different my whole life, so I thought, why not this time? So, as I was attending class through One More Now, I would think to myself, why did I choose Chinese? And really the reason was because it was interesting and different. I never saw myself as the type of student to be selected to go abroad, or I never thought I had the ability to master Chinese well enough to be selected to go abroad. And not to mention the financial part of it was obviously a challenge. So that was something that was not crossing my mind at all. However, I happened to be among the group of students that was selected to go abroad the summer of 2012. And one experience that really stood out to me while I was abroad was the homestay family. This was a time that I had to push myself out of my comfort zone. All those leadership skills I had gained from One World Now came into play so well because this was a point I had to push myself get out of my comfort zone, just say something in Chinese, no matter if I was correct or not. I just had to say it. I knew for sure if that would be the only way I would learn. When I came back, I was so excited about Chinese that I decided to pursue second year Chinese with One More Now. And One More Now happened to have a partnership with JSA, which is a program that also offers students study abroad opportunities. And there was only one spot for One More Now student to join the program. And miraculously, it happened to be me. You can imagine how surprised I was to be selected to go to China the second time. This was quite a special group of students because the students were from all over America. I met people from Samoa, Palau, places I never thought were part of America before that. This was some of the brightest students I've ever met in my life. They were talking about applying to Stanford, Yale, Princeton, and I thought to myself, man, I really need to step up my game. I need to pull up my socks. If this is the type of competition I will be facing, I knew I had to do something. One experience that really stood out to me while I was in China the second time was we had an opportunity to meet some of the staff that work in the American Embassy in China. And we talked about foreign policy, economy, government, environment. We talked about how China and America are so interconnected. And this really sounded really interesting to me. And right then I knew what I really wanted to do in my life, which was international relations. This was a really great achievement because since I began high school, I've always wanted to know what I really wanted to do in my life, or what I was really passionate about. And right there it was, which was international relations. Since I came back from China about a month ago, I've been trying to work on my global citizenship skills by just doing small things, such as reading that newspaper, reading an article about some event taking place in some other part of the world, because I know how important it is to be aware of what's happening around me. And I've been reading a lot more since I came back. And before that, you would rarely find me holding a book reading it, or even paying attention to the news. But now, I'm aware of how important that is, and to me as an individual, and for my career in the future. And honestly, I would have never thought that I would be standing there in front of a crowd of this capacity, giving a speech, having visited China not once but twice as a high school student. That is something I never thought was feasible in my entire life. But here I am. I know for sure, if it was not for the support people such as you have given One World Now, I would have never had some of the opportunities that I had in my life. And your support to One World Now is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much.